there's more than one Chinese spy balloon. I've seen some people saying that there's two. I've seen some people saying there's five. I don't know. There's more than one. I can tell you that. And it really makes you ask the next question. Is this spy balloon the new Biden documents situation? Is this just an attempt to make Biden look like crap so he doesn't run in 2024 and or get embarrassed enough to convince him into resigning now? I mean, I think it's a fair question. But before we get into it, just a word from my sponsor. Today's sponsor is Augusta Precious Metals. Get the free gold IRA guide that persuaded Joe Montana to diversify his IRA and 401k to something gold-backed. This is the actual company that Joe Montana himself uses and endorses. And, you know, with the type of stuff we're seeing today, especially now in light of these China balloons and everything else, do you really want to trust your retirement to the stock market? I don't recommend it. As I said, take a look. Go to kofefi.click/gold, all lowercase letters. Get yourself the free gold guide. Take a look. If you like what you see, you give them a call and they'll talk you through the next steps. If not, you throw it away. But I would definitely get yourself a copy and take a look. Anyway, so Chinese balloons. It seems like every time you look at any of these stories in regards to Joe Biden, it always kind of points back to China, right? You've got Paul Sperry, who keeps reminding everybody of all Joe Biden's corrupt Chinese dealings over the years today, as we're seeing these balloons float around all over the place. The documents, now this. How could Joe Biden ever even contemplate running in 2024 at this point, especially against a guy like Donald Trump? You know I've said this in past videos, but if you really think about it, it seems like, well, not even it seems like, I know they need to get rid of Trump, right? Because even stealing it, he creates difficulties. But Joe Biden, I mean, look at how bad he is now. He said today, I think it was today, that 50% of the women who work for him are women. Now, that could be factually accurate. I don't know. Look at some of the wackos he hires. But, I mean, so like, Joe Biden's not going to make it until 2024, let alone you have to sell him for another 4 years. Well, if he can't even make it to 2024, I mean, look at him now. Look at the condition he's in now. What is he going to be like, a year and 6 months from now, and then capable of doing another 4? So I think, and even strategy, right? They got what they needed out of this mush for brains, right? To really do what they want to do, they need an 8-year term, right? Joe did a lot of damage. Give him another 8 years, we're finished. But to do that, they need another candidate. Something to think about. Now, if you allow Joe to go 8 years and then try to get somebody else in for another 4, that's not going to be so easy, right? Look at what we've seen with Joe now, and imagine another almost 6 years. No. So, in my opinion, and I could totally be wrong, I think that we're going to keep seeing these balloons and all these other strange types of things, these document stories and anything to muddy up Joe Biden. And I'm not making the argument that we need to keep Joe Biden and the bad Democrats, blah, blah, blah. I'm just pointing out what's going on here. It's kind of clear that a lot of people in power or in positions of power involving the Democrat Party and whoever the hell controls them does not want Joe Biden. And obviously, Kamala, I mean, Joe Biden's a hard sell. Kamala, I think, is an even harder sell. So, and at the same time, I'm not sure if they want Joe Biden to resign now or just don't want him to run again. I don't know that they would want Kamala in there either. Is there a way to get them to both resign or her resign, then him? I don't know. Something. But there's a play here. I would keep an eye on it. It's kind of interesting. I know a lot of people want to say it's a distraction, but a distraction from what? If anything, let it serve as a reminder that Joe Biden and his family are in bed with China, 10% for the big guy. I'm sure it's more like 50 now that he's president. And now there are Chinese balloons, spy balloons, multiple, and we haven't done a damn thing about it. Got to think. That's all I have to say here. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe, and don't forget to check out the sponsor, Augusta Precious Metals. I'm telling you, you don't want to be sleeping on this, especially with the silliness that we're seeing now with the Biden administration. I would get the free IRA gold guide. As I said, there's nothing to lose. You just fill it out. There's a couple questions you got to answer. Take you no more than a couple minutes, and then take a look at the information. I would not trust the idiots in power to have anything to do that with anything that could control or change your retirement plans. You know, a lot of people, you've worked hard, you've put all this money away, and then to lose it in the end because of some silly bastard like Joe Biden or any of these politicians, they're all dirty. That's the thing. So I would not rely on the stock market. We've seen what they've done in the past. And look at all the other countries and what's going on there. Gold and silver, precious metals, that's a solid investment. It's got value all around the world, right? So check it out. Bye.